I am recording now. Look how thin you are. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
You look like a different human being.
Who says I'm a human being?
Jesus Christ, your head used to be like this.
I know it's still like this, but in a different way now. Yeah.
Oh, your structure, your jaw. What do you weigh?
As of this morning, I'm $183.
What are you getting down to?
I don't know. I kind of want to stop. I don't want to get down too lean.
No, I wouldn't get much thinner. Your face looks amazing. I mean, I liked you around 200.
Yeah. I like the $180s. I've been in the 200s too long. It's time to leave the 200s and stay in the hundreds.
You think?
Yeah, just for health reasons, dude. You know?
I know. I fluctuate. I'm back up to like 200, 205 again.
Yeah, no, I can't. I like it. Plus, I feel great. I'm lighter and I'm a lot faster when I'm running and shit. So I mean, I like the $183, $185. So I'm kind of like, I'm gonna try to maintain right now. I'm not gonna go drop any more than that, or else I'll look sick.
Yeah, it's amazing when you do get lighter. No joke. My buddy used to say this, a trainer. He used to say, "You literally are light on your toes." Like you're just the boy. Like it almost feels like you're in a pool because when we were heavy.
Yeah,
and then it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like when I'm running in the morning because I run around, around the neighborhood after weight training, and I'm like, I'm faster, I'm lighter, I'm not so fatigued. I can go the distance now, and it feels great. I could run for an hour and be fine. So
those days are over for me. But even getting out of bed, like when you're thin, you got that spring getting off the toilet.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So what I want to do with you with this is let's talk about where you started and how you ended up in this place. And, a lot of people watch shows like The Biggest Loser, hypothetically, and all these different types of things, or they see advertising where people went from looking this way and now they look this way and all that type of shit.
Sure.
A lot of people, as you know, they go up and down with their weights. They fight it all the time. But you at your heaviest was what?
I was about 293, almost pushing 3 bills.
How long were you that heavy?
So after I got married, I started putting on a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got in that comfort zone, eating and drinking, don't need to impress anybody anymore, just not giving and what, and not realizing what I'm doing. So gradually over, I want to say, I got married in 2008. I want to say up to 2012, I put on about a good 85, 90 pounds almost.
That's unbelievable. Because I've known you since you were a little boy, like 5 years old.
Yeah.
When we used to go to Taylor Street, maybe younger. But you were never that heavy.
No, I wasn't a heavy kid growing up.
No.
I was always in shape. I always played sports.
Yeah.
But again, it was after I got married.
You got pregnant.
Yeah, right. I got pregnant. She didn't get pregnant. I did. I look pregnant, seriously. But you've seen that photo, and I was showing people at work. They're just like, doesn't even look like you. I mean, you look like you're like someone pumped air to you, pumped air in you. I go, yeah, that's eating and drinking and not giving not caring.
Well, we love Italian food, me and you. When I saw you at Jimmy's son's confirmation, I don't want to screw that up. Maybe 7-8 years ago, weren't we in? Remember?
At Francesca's in Downers Grove, correct?
Yeah, over there. Is it Francesca? Yeah.
Yeah, Francesca's. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Our buddy owns that place.
Gatto.
Yeah, Chucky. I love him.
Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky. So, to make a long story short, you wanted to start doing reality show or videos on us eating and all the different peeps and sausages. When I saw you, I was shocked at how heavy you got. Because what were you there? You were heavy then because...
That was probably now that you're saying that was probably right around the time where I was just peaking over 290. And a lot of people were saying that you should do man versus food, because at that time, man versus food, Adam was huge.
Yeah.
And they're like, you should do it. You know, you've got the personality. You know, you're like, oh my God, this is so good. And, you know, you're just managing. So I was going to do that. I was going to actually had a couple of my close friends. We were going to do a show. One guy was going to be a camera. One guy was going to be a prop. One guy was going to do audio.
Yeah.
And they were just going to follow me around. I was actually calling restaurants, people I knew, saying, hey, do you mind if I come in there for like an hour, interview you, tell me what you do, and then I'm going to eat your food and critique it and give a little, little brief synopsis about the place and come here and do a PR for you. Yeah, I was going to go around and be like Mike versus food. And the funny thing is, I think I told you this, someone brought this up, my trademark was going to be a gold chain that it was a beef sandwich.
Yeah, I remember, Mr. You wanted to because, anyways, did you know that when I was wrestling when I was younger, Mike, we were hanging out at a lot of hardcore gyms, and a couple guys were professional wrestlers, and one of them was, who's the villain that ended up pairing up with Hulk Hogan? He had the dark. I used to work out with him at World. He was a bouncer at the Dollhouse. He was a famous wrestler.
Tiny Lister.
No. There's another one. He had the dark. He's real handsome dude. Him, Hulk Hogan, and another guy. There were three of them. They were bad guys. Anyways, I was talking about wrestling when I was, living in Florida, and I said me and my buddy Nino were going to do it because he was tall, real fit, and then I was heavy, and I was going to be the beef. He was the sausage, and we were going to be the combo.
Oh my!
That was going to be our trademark.
You told me that. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Because I got heavy too. I was the heaviest I ever got was 250, but I always held 230 to 240, if you remember, for years, probably 15, 20 years. But you went well beyond, or I wanted to be 260, but just be really big and, whatever. But I lifted a lot of weights throughout my life. So I think my heaviness and yours was two totally different things.
Yeah, you're different.
Obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I was amazed at when I seen how much weight you gained. And now over the years, though, when I look at your body, because I use you as actually some of my YouTube photos, and I've been very fortunate too because of my weight fluctuating. We didn't get a ton of, stretch marks. Are you getting that? Did you have any disformity to your body, your skin hanging, or any of that?
Yeah, around the waist. That's where it was highly concentrated.
Okay.
And when I first lost the weight, and so when I lost the weight in 2013, when I started my journey finally, and just kind of, put the fork in the road, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And I would say it took me 6 months to lose all that weight, and I got down to 202. And fortunately, the summer was around the corner, so I got to throw some, get some, pure vitamin D on that from the sun, and got it in and kind of cover those up. And as the body would track, we're kind of like, it's like, how, the trainer was telling me, and I did it by myself, but he says, the body's it's like a balloon. You were like this, now it's like,
yes, of course.
It's retracting, and it'll retract as you lose, and then your body will restructure itself.
Yeah.
And, and then he goes, if I were you, I'd go lay in the sun, start tanning that skin, start, get some vitamin D on that and getting healthy. And then, I was using aloes too for vitamin D and stuff to help, replenish the skin. And then it kind of went away after 3 months. It just kind of smoothed out. I'm like, hey, cool, awesome. So, but yeah, it was around my waist, my belly, because that's where I was heavily concentrated with that.
You lost a third of your body weight, which is pretty intense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real. When I tell people on my theory on how to gain or lose weight, especially lose weight, I tell them to do it as slow as possible. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily like to hear that. But I think because I've gained and lost weight throughout the years, and I've seen so many people throughout my life that were huge bodybuilders, deflate, power lifters, just massive people, obese. It's the quicker they seem to lose that weight, it's healthier. I don't think it's healthier. Yeah. I think them losing weight is healthy, but losing weight too fast, I think, is a very dangerous thing. For one, I think it shocks your body, but also if you can lose weight consistently over, say, a year or two, again, back to your skin conforming, where a lot of people will say they lose 100 pounds, hypothetically, in 6 months, a lot of them have to have surgery and things in that nature. Depending, you were younger, but I think also if you're middle age, it all depends on what year you're losing this weight. But
yeah, I think I was just at the mark. I was 35.
yeah,
Yeah. So I was like, any later than this, it probably went hard. So I was just like perfect, and it worked. I mean, I went on I killed everything. I just went on a strict diet, exercise program, and went in with no expectations, and look what happened.
why'd you do that?
So there was actually a weight loss competition at work, and I was opting out about it. So the guy was telling me at the time, he goes, "Hey, listen, you got a family, you might want to consider it. I mean, I've seen how you eat, Mike. You can, you can eat, you eat like you're going to electric chair." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So I went home that night and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what, you guys got a point. So I came in, threw my money on the table. I go, I'm in, and that was it. That the rest is history.
Yeah, because your identity was getting heavy and eating a ton of food. We both were kind of like that. I used to say anytime anybody saw me, it was like, let's go eat, Rich. Or I'm going to take it to my favorite Italian beef joint. Or I'm going to take it to my favorite restaurant. Or let's go. It was just because when your identity becomes somebody who's big, heavy, or works out, a lot of people don't realize that. Like everybody else kind of wants to enjoy that, that I guess you could say that lifestyle with you. And because I travel so much too, all over North America, whatever, if I see family members wherever, no matter where I fly, I'll be like, hey, you guys want to meet for dinner? And I'd rather eat it. I always said, everyone's like, what are you going to take? What are you in the mood to eat? I'm always like, Italians first. So don't worry. You know what I mean? Like, but they're always like, I got to take you here for ice cream. I got to take you here anytime.
I know.
It's like a cigarette smoker. You know how they all got to go out and have cigarettes? That's what I think happens with, not even if they're heavy. But when you look and love food, it becomes a part. It's such a big part of you.
Yeah, it is. And I was just like how you were saying, your friends, I was recommending everybody where to go. Like, hey, you going south, go here. Going north, go here. Good pizza here. Good beef here. Good chicken parm here. Good ribs here. I mean, I'm like, wow, you've been everywhere. I go, yeah. I mean, I eat out all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally ate everywhere. Yeah, and it was just always a wealth of information about stops, where to go. So that's, that was part of the problem. I was just eating out all the time. There was no home cooked meals.
Yeah, or both. I'm always eating out, as you know, because we just love to try all different places.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what I mean, of course. But we love eating out, and we love experimenting. We're almost like, well, I say I'm a gypsy sometimes, or a gypsy snob, or whatever, a hip, whatever. Yeah. But I think when me and you over the years, the last 10 years being friends on Facebook, you've seen all the different places I was eating all the time.
Yeah, man, you go to some good places.
You'd be like, I'm like, Mike's got to come with me here and there.
Oh man, believe me, I love to. I'd love to. Seriously.
I love Canada and obviously Italy and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I always said I work out. The reason I work out so hard is because I want the freedom to eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it seems like I'm not living that healthy lifestyle like you are. I still hit the gym a lot, but you're dieting now, right?
Right. Yeah.
How do you think, how long do you think you'll stick with this lifestyle? Because I tell a lot of people not to go so nuts. You got to kind of meet in the middle where you still got to enjoy, because we all have our foods that we're going to eat for the rest of our life. It's part of it's our comfort. It's who we are. It's our identity with our families. But in your case, you really are dieting hardcore for a show you have coming up.
Well, it's canceled. It's canceled, but they're in the process of rescheduling. I'm seeing some light, but nothing's guaranteed yet. But go ahead.
Well, I guess a lot of times I think too, people in your situation, I never did shows or bodybuilding or anything. I just wanted to be as big as possible and as strong as possible. I did it for selfish reasons. But a lot of people I know that work out or do things, it's either for a trophy, I call it, which could be a show, running a marathon, or any of those things to try to get a medal and award. That's what motivates them. You already kind of told me how you kind of went from, starting to lose the weight, but what keeps motivating you now? Is it say the show happens, and then after the show, how do you think you're going to balance this? Because most likely, I may be wrong, you're not going to be able to maybe hold this weight for the next X amount of years. Where do you think you kind of see yourself going?
Post show, if this happens. Well, here, let's rewind. So, so depending on what goes on in the world right now, because as we know, it's a very, very crazy, uncertain time right now. If NPC decides to completely cancel all shows for 2020, I'm going to hit the pause button on extreme dieting and kind of go back to a normal lifestyle, where I'm not so, I'm not, backs against the wall where I know I have to straight. There's going to be a cycle of cheat meals. I'm not going to be so aggressive with the hours, eat every 2-3 hours to keep the burners going in the red basket.
Right.
That's that. So that's that part. So I'll openly admit that, and I'll broadcast it out too on social media when NBC does make an official statement that it's just, again, depending on what happens here with coronavirus, if they just decide to close all shows for the rest of 2020, then I'm gonna hit the pause button. I'll continue to work out. I'm not gonna completely just stop and okay, let's put on weight and let's go nuts. But I will continue to work out, but I won't be extreme dieting.
Yeah.
If the show does happen, hopefully, it'd be great. We'll be on stage, and you can kind of I could say I did this. It's an experience. Post show, kind of the same thing. But I was told from my coach that I put on muscle and I hold it real well. He goes, you might want to do gladiator afterwards.
Okay.
You know gladiators, right?
Yeah, that's
so I'll go the other way now.
Yeah.
Now I'll go I'll get pumped and get jacked, and that's a little more hardcore. He said, dieting's kind of the same, just you're gonna ante up the calories a little more, the protein.
Of course, yeah.
But the workouts are gonna be monstrous. I mean, you're gonna be like an ape. He goes, just consider it. You don't have to, but at that point, you might want to do it. So I may consider doing gladiator. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see. I don't know if I want to go from real light to, 250, 230 solid. It's not really good for the heart.
And you could do it, but you could do it. And if you're going to do it, you probably only have a certain amount of time to do that. At your age.
Exactly. So, but this is definitely an experience. I recommend it to anybody that's in the fitness world because it keeps you in check, and it's you just feel good, and it's all diet. I mean, you can work out like an animal at the gym. Don't mean nothing, brother. It's battles in the kitchen. That's where it's at.
Both ways, if you want to get big or lose weight. I mean,
it depends, right?
It goes both ways. I always said it's all about the food. It is. I've always said that my whole life. It's about the food.
Absolutely.
People are like, Rich, how do I get massive? I'm like, you got to eat. They're like, what are you talking? I'm like, you eat one thing, you got to eat 3 times what you're eating.
There's a misconception about that. There's a huge misconception and a lot of uneducated people about it. Like, oh God, you're eating so many calories or, carbs. I'm like, there's a science behind it.
Right.
But you got to be on the right plan and whatever your goal is. It's all different. You know that. I mean, everyone's got, each meal is engineered to a fitness goal.
Yeah, that's why I wrestled for so many years. And then, you're losing weight and things. And I remember after high school, people are like, you're going to wrestle in college. I said, that's the last thing. I never want to lose weight. Plus, I graduated 138 pounds. In like a year and a half, I was 220. Because you're all like, I'm like,
wow.
Right? Because I was always cutting weight or trying to hold a certain weight for the slot next year. You know what I mean? And this year.
Yeah.
And then I just said, I moved to Florida. I says, I'm eating everything in my path, but I'd come to Chicago too a lot. And it was amazing lifting heavy weights and just eating and eating. Cause, back then it wasn't, I'm not saying nutrition wasn't involved, but I'm talking the mid 80s here. So I'm dating myself, but it was just about eating in general. Supplements was very, you had animal packs. You had Twin Lab. They had some stuff called,
I remember Twin.
Yeah. So people took supplements, but it wasn't nearly as scientific, I guess you could say now, even the way dieting.
Remember Metrix?
Yeah.
Man, those bars were so chalky.
Oh my God.
It was just it was like biting into sponge or something. I mean, it was because I think it was kind of new coming around, all those really high performance protein bars. And yeah, Metrics, their bars were, oh man, they were kind of rough to eat.
There was a supplement place not far from here in Orlando called Hot Stuff we all used to take. Who the hell knows what that was? And then we used to take natural sterile Hot Stuff. I know. And then there was a natural sterile complex. Do you remember that stuff? I don't, this is stuff that's probably, a Genesis 2, Gainers Fuel, 2,000 calorie drinks we used to drink.
Okay, yeah.
Think about what that was doing. One 2,000 calorie drink. I used to drink that with a beef and a half from Bono Beef.
Oh wow, yeah.
I would just consume anything. Oh my God, what have we put our bodies through? I think about all this shit.
Yeah, all the stuff over the years we've been doing. It's been our hearts are still pumping. So obviously, it wasn't not that bad. Or we didn't abuse it. Let's say we didn't abuse it. We did the suggested, use. People abuse, supplements. I don't know. I mean,
I hit the wall like you did one day. I was trying to get up to 260. I hit 247. I remember it was Christmas Eve, and I went to there's a Publix grocery store, which would be like a Jewel or Dominick's or whatever, and they have the scale when you walk in. I walked in, I was like 250.
Wow.
I didn't even have with clothes on. And I was like a 56 coat or whatever the hell I was. And I was we're measuring our arms. I never hit 20 inches. I was always like 19 and 3/4, 19 and a half. I was fucking miserable. I couldn't hit 20. But my arms started to go numb once in a while. I'm like, am I having a heart attack? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't go up a flight of stairs and then I'm profusively sweating. I remember I was opening gifts on Christmas Eve night after eating, and I was winded just opening gifts. And I said, this is fucking ridiculous. I got to lose some weight here. So then I basically kept going down instead of up because I said, I'm going to probably die here. And I had a new child. So I started going down, and then I hit about 232. I felt really good. But then fast forward another 6, 7 years. Actually, my daughter got sick and I dropped down to like 195.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was not healthy because I was in the hospital with her. But then I jumped right back up when I did my first film, Sore Losers, at 230, 235. I felt great.
I remember that was 2002. I remember that.
Yeah, 99 is when we started shooting that.
Yeah.
And then when I hit 40, I said, I feel like shit again. I felt like when I was 250, I had to go down to 215 a certain amount of time. I said, I feel like shit again. When I hit 40 or whatever, I had to hit it at 200. And now I'm almost, I went on a cruise. I gained 10 pounds, man. I feel like 10 pounds feels like 50 pounds, man. But do you feel like losing all that weight? Do you feel hollow or like there's I don't know how to explain it. When I lost 50 pounds through, like, it's like I lost like skin, like shedded skin or like a snake shed something.
I do. It's funny you say that. Like when I wake up now in the morning, I'm like scratching my belly. I'm like, man, this is like, there's like nothing there. Before I had this like big pad, like this big, not say I was like, morbidly obese in my stomach, but like now it's like really like tight and it feels weird. And I feel my abs, I got my obliques out now and in the front, the lower, it's like, I look weird because I've never really seen that before in high school. I mean, they weren't really that defined, but like, I've never really looked like this before in my life. It's crazy, like what I'm doing. But yeah, it feels weird. I feel like someone just shaved me off,
Exactly. I said I felt like somebody like just dismembered me, like parts of my body just left,
exactly.
right?
I know.
Because you feel like you're.
Yeah, it feels weird. I'm like, nah, this is fine. But I'm like, this feels really weird. Ooh.
Yeah, I used to look down because I had a belly too. Like when I once went to Vegas, and I used to get all my design. They had a big and tall store in the malls and in the hotels they had beautiful clothes for fat dudes and heavy dudes, whatever you want to say, guys that worked out. And I remember I went and had a couple suits tailor made for me, and I loved them. And the guy comes running out with 2 belts, and he goes, "How's these?" And I said, "What?" I said, "What size belts are those?" Because he was short, but both belts were almost as tall as he was.
Oh my God!
He goes, "No, sir, you're a 38-inch waist. These are for 38 to 42." I looked at the length of my belts. I was like, what a fat fuck. I can't believe I'm this heavy that goes around my waist. And
Yeah,
then did you lose all your, like I gave a lot of my, when I lose weight a lot of times, and I remember taking all my big suits and then putting them on. My mother still has some of my workout clothes from when I was like a 3X,
yeah,
even that 4X stuff. I put it on. I look like a little boy.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I can't believe I'm fit in those clothes.
Two remarkable stories. When I first lost the weight in 2013, I was a size 44 waist. I went down to 32. I put the 32 on the 44. It looked like it was like crazy.
Yeah.
How big it was. You compared the shorts. The 44 was on the back, and I'm like, oh my God. Look how wide I'm like, look how wide my hips were. Now look at them. And I'm like, it's like two people gone. It was crazy. And then just recently, I took my niece to her father-daughter dance because my brother Ralph had to go out of town, so I stepped in and I took her. And I'm like, well, I got to go. I might have to go get a new suit. And so I went upstairs, and I had a 52 large, and I put on it. It looked like a like a trench coat on me.
Exactly.
So I went to Oak Brook, went to Macy's, bought a Kenneth Cole sharp skin blazer, and yeah, I'm a 42 like regular, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, damn, I'm like, this is like huge. And he's like, why? Where are you before, sir? I go 52 large. He goes, oh my God. He goes, you had to be like, you like lost 3 people. I go, yeah, I know. I used to be really hulky and everything, so I really wore a suit in a while. Yeah, it was nuts. Like, now you got to buy all new clothes. It gets expensive because you go from double X's to large, slim, medium, slim. Some shirts I'm in mediums, which is kind of like
crazy,
scary. Right? Yeah, I mean, I've never worn a medium slim before. But yeah, it's it's weird how like you gotta change, and you look at your clothes you wear, you're like, man, I was this wide. I'm like, wow. So you don't realize it until you lose it.
Yeah, and I think too, when I saw people that I haven't seen for a long time that always recognize me as being heavy. So I did a podcast yesterday, even with an old friend of mine, and his father always remembers me heavy. But when they see you thin, say you don't see him for a long period of time, they almost think you got sick when you were heavy, right? Or they don't recognize you, because when you lose 50 pounds like we did, or 55 pounds, I think people just think you got sick and lost it, not that you did it in a healthy way, because they thought you were healthy, I think.
Yeah.
Me, because I was lifting weights and big and healthy. Have you run across that a lot? Like people not even recognizing you sometimes?
Yeah. My mother, when I first lost all the weight, she was like, we're just happy about stuff. And she was just like, Mike, you look like you're back in high school again.
Yeah.
You look all youthful and lean. I'm like, yeah. She goes, Michael, I want you to be honest with me. Are you sick? I go,
I went through that with my family.
I go, what do you mean sick?
Yeah.
She goes, I mean, are you like, you got a disease? Because you lost weight pretty quick. I mean, I'm saying, I'm like, oh no, I've just been dieting and exercising. And I'm like, she goes, oh, okay, because you rapidly lost a lot of weight. I go, well, men do that. They're very heavy for a long time. And all of a sudden, boom, they go on an extreme diet. Off the bat, we lose like 30 pounds in the first month and a half, which I did. I was textbook losing weight, fitness, timeline.
Just your water weight too.
Oh, water, you're 10 pounds right there. If you drop it, you lose 10 pounds right off the bat. Everyone's carrying 10 pounds of water right now. I mean, I'm drink, through these, I gallons.
Yeah.
Just to keep me, full and just keep the body flowing, and it's good for digestive, purposes. But then at work, I saw somebody again. This was in the beginning. The person walked right by me. I go, hey, what's up, Sam? Just looked at me, and I go, what's this guy's problem? And he's like, hold on a minute, turn around. I go, what's up, man? He's just like, Mango? I go, yeah. You don't recognize me? He's like, dude, you dropped like 2 people, man. Like, I didn't see you.
Right.
Oh my, he doesn't seem like he didn't see me since the holidays before that. So
Yeah.
again, it's just like you said, when people haven't seen you in a while, they're used to seeing your normal composition and just your look, and then when you lose it, it's like you look so different. And where I had it was my face, as you noticed, my
Oh, yeah.
neck, and my gut is like the highly concentrated part. So
Right.
yeah, it's definitely it's weird. This podcast, it's just audio, right? It's not video?
No, it's video. I'm getting your whole face.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome. I
Can
was
you
gonna say
see me or
I was
no?
gonna go what?
Can
Oh,
you
I
see
can
it?
see you, yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I was gonna go make I was gonna make a bowl. Can I walk on my laptop to the kitchen and make something? You can actually see what I'm making actually.
Yeah,
There
I'll
you
have
go.
you do that at the end. I don't trust
Okay.
your ass right now. What was the one thing I was? Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Hold on, brother. I wanted to ask you one more thing. When you lost weight too, was your family? I'm not saying they were upset, but they kind of liked you when you were heavy. Like a lot of my family members love me being heavy, eating all the time, especially my
Yeah,
grandmother and my mother. And then they still want to cook a lot of food for you, make you eat a lot more food than you normally want to eat now. And if you
right.
don't do it, they get pissy. You go through that?
Yeah. So my dad was one opinion, and then my mom was split. So I'll go to my dad just because of this one was serious. So as you know, the Mango's got bad tickers in the family. You can ask me, Michael. Or Uncle
Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah, right.
and all my dad's uncles. They all died of heart attacks, and
Yeah.
then even my dad's dad, who he never knew, he
Yeah.
died very young, and they're of aneurysms.
Right.
So Mango's and Mazzonis got really bad tickers.
Right.
So he was very happy that I lost the weight because he was fearful of me getting heart disease and something happening to me. He didn't want to see that.
Sure.
So he's like, two thumbs up. Now my mom said the same thing, but also too, she's like, oh, now I can't make like 5 pounds of pasta anymore, or like
Right,
something
right.
like that, or I can't make 4 pounds of meatballs. It's like you're not eating as much. You're getting full quicker.
Yeah.
So, but she was kind of split, but more happy that I lost weight. But then it was like, do you like to see me eat? Because, telling families, come on, everybody eat manja.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, we're rolling again. He's got me in his kitchen, this guy. So what are you making right now? Like you're
okay.
What'd you say?
I say I got to try to eat every 2 to 3 hours so I can keep the metabolism going.
Oh my goodness, you're obsessed. You think this is a phase in your life?
If I tell you the real reason why I'm doing this, your eyes would pop out of your head and your jaw would drop down to your ground.
What? You want to be a porn star?
Yeah. yeah. The next
Come
next
closer.
journey.
I can't. Where's your goddamn headphones? That's way better. So what were you saying regarding why you're doing this?
So if I told you the real reason why I'm doing this, your eyes would pop out of your head and your jaw would drop down to the ground.
Tell me right now so I could have a laughing fit.
I'd rather not say it on public air.
Oh, all right. You baited us. Then don't. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
It's none of our damn business.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll reveal it.
All right. So you're cooking and you're still actually going about this like you're going to this show, right? Obviously, or in the next couple months.
Yeah, because I still feel that that this virus will blow over, and that the show will go on, and their NPC is kind of rescheduling some shows, but today I just saw on their social media site that they just canceled the junior championship in Vegas. So I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
this ain't good.
How you work now? I see your videos, but how you working out? You have a garage gym, correct?
I know it's actually in the basement, Rich.
It's a basement. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a makeshift. I bought stuff. As a matter of fact, I got my 80-pound dumbbells today. I'm very excited. I wish I had them this morning because I actually did chest this morning.
Yeah.
So, but I went to the Fitness Factory over in Forest Park when it was open.
Oh, yeah.
Off Roosevelt and Des Plaines, that's it, right?
Oh, yeah. I lived in, right down the street from there. Melrose Park, Forest Park.
It's Forest
I went
Park.
to Joe's. I mean, my whole family's from Berwyn, sister. I know exactly where you're at.
Yeah, so I was in a panic because that week we were being told that we're going to be working from home. And then there was rumors that fitness centers were going to close because that was the weekend after St. Patty's that they closed the restaurants and bars because everybody went out like an idiot and partying and not realizing what they were doing. And then they said the next thing they're shutting down is fitness centers. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of prepping right now for a competition.
Right.
I'm like, I literally at my lunch ran to that warehouse and spent a fortune on stuff because I said, I cannot be set back right now. Not right now being 9 weeks out from the show.
Right.
That would have been catastrophic.
What'd you buy? I mean, what do you have, a bench? I only seen you doing what did I see you do? I mainly see you do abs and curl. What equipment did you purchase?
So I bought dumbbells, an easy bar curl, Olympic bar, plates, which I got 45 bumpers coming from Rogue Fitness.
Yeah.
And I bought flooring.
You get your money out of that.
Oh, I have. I mean, I'm down there every morning. I mean,
yeah.
I haven't stopped. I actually got more equipment coming from online because that week when the country was slowly going on shutdown, the market exploded with online home gym equipment. Everything was sold out, delays, shipment. I mean, it was just crazy because now everybody's gym was stripped away from them. So it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's the way it is.
I think a lot of times most people invest in, obvious. If I'm going to tell anybody, if they buy equipment, usually buy it used. I once set up a home gym with my father. He said he wanted to start working out. He's like, buy everything. So if I work out with you at home, we'll have everything. The one thing that I got, which I thought was cool, was obviously a bench. I had a bench throughout my entire life. Me and Jimmy used to even sleep on it. But I had a bench where you also could kick it up, jack it up, use it as a squat rack. And I also I did a lat pull down machine, which I think was awesome.
Okay, yeah. I'm dying for that right now. So I just got my new bench. I don't know if you saw it. I got a bench from Cap Fitness. It's an adjustable bench, incline, decline, regular. So that just added about another 20 exercises to my routine, which is awesome. And like I said, I did chest this morning. I didn't post any videos of it, but I do have them though. Maybe I'll post some later. But it's kind of hard doing back when you don't have the proper equipment for that. Like you say, your lat pull down. Because I do reverse, front. And then when you're here, you do the pull.
Yeah.
I do the wide grip and the in grip to really get it. And then I do single rows like this.
Sure.
I do have the Olympic bar where you can do like the standard row like this, which I'm actually going to do back tomorrow. I'm actually going to be showing that routine. Yeah. I really haven't showed a back exercise yet, but hopefully my 45s will come today and I can get a little pump out of that doing rows tomorrow.
Yeah, my uncle, I went and helped him with his gym. They had a cool Smith machine. It's Smith, and then it has all the attachments on both sides of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Which is whack. I mean, you could obviously squat. You could do many things. You could even deadlift on it if you wanted. But you can also do cable crossovers because on the ends, it had all the cables as well on the side, which I've never seen that before. But that is a one-piece equipment that was amazing. I saw.
Yeah, and that's the other thing why I'm excited about getting, the 45s. I can start doing deadlifts because right now I have 25s. That's really nothing. I can, I do that for straight bar curls and, a burnout for shoulders. But getting 45s, I can, again, it's slowly coming together because who knows how long we're going to be quarantined and these gyms are going to be shut down because of the COVID. Yeah, and you're young, and also your son can start working out as well. Just be safety, for safety things, you got to be careful with them. But hopefully you lifting at home I talk about that all the time. You're setting a pace or showing your kids, for example, how to stay in shape, work out. It's part of your lifestyle. He's so cute in the morning. He'll come down I'm usually down there about 5:30 after I throw some coffee in my eyes or whatever pre-working I'm doing. And he'll peek around the corner. I go, there's my little coach. He goes, hey, Dad, what's going on? So we have our little hand thing in the morning, our little, guy, father, son, we do this, we do an elbow, and then we do bah, like that. And he's like, all right, let's see what you got to do, Dad. And he actually sits there and watches me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I sit there and I tell him after I'm done, I'm like, listen, one day I want you to be doing this with me, and I want you to stay in shape. All right. He's like, yeah, I'll be strong like you, Daddy. Get big muscles. Yeah. I go, okay, just keep watching me, kid.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we sat around Italians. All they did is drink espresso, smoke cigarettes, drink.
Yeah. It's not. It's not the greatest, but yeah, he's
good.
He's watching me. He's watching me.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, he's watching me.
All right, well, go eat, brother. I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right, dude. This was fun.
Yeah, we'll do some more.
Absolutely. Thanks for thinking of me today. This was really cool.
No, I think you've done an amazing job with yourself. I mean, like I said,
Thank
you've lost 100. Was it 100 pounds?
Yeah. So when I first did the journey, it was about almost 100 pounds, and then I put on like a little weight muscle that summer because I said, well, now I can get a little definition, and I went up to like 210 solid, and that was fine. That was really good fighting. That was actually really good fighting weight for me.
Yeah.
But just I'm going to keep with it right now just to kind of close this out. I still got the mentality that the show is going to happen.
Yeah.
I tell everybody you got to have the most serious commitment, the most deepest serious mind going in this. You can't go on half cocked.
No, you're going to get exposed.
You have to have a finished product.
Absolutely.
For the show. You just can't go on there and go, oh, okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You really got to have the deepest commitment and the serious mind for this, or else you're ultimately going to fail.
You're done.
And I'm just going to keep the gears turning.
Yeah.
And the blood flowing, brother.
That's awesome. And send me that photo of you, the one where you did your own split screen when you were the heaviest. And if you want to do one now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can send you. Oh.
Create a new one for me if you wanted. Like really like the one that you had previously when you were the heaviest and now one that you're really.
Oh, my God. That's now you're looking at more of an extreme.
I know. That's what I want to see.
Extreme timeline from the worst I've ever been to my genetically potential best right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I want to use that for the cover.
You got it, man. I'll send it to
brother.
you.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again, brother.
All right, Richie. Take care.
All right. You too.
All right, man. Bye.